Today, we're going to talk about my no-buy for 2023. Yeah. So welcome to my channel. My name is Amy, and I was on a no-buy this year for makeup and skincare replacement only. And I was going to wait until November to make any purchases. Did that happen? No, it didn't. But here's what did happen. I did buy things about 3 or 4 times this year that I didn't need. However, I did think through those purchases, and almost everything that you just saw, I'm really happy with. So let's go ahead and dive in. I don't have the dates of when I bought all of these things, so we'll just kind of like go through it and maybe give some quick thoughts as to how I feel about them. The very first thing I know, the very first thing that I bought, and this was in my no-buy rules, was this Smashbox Photo Finish Control Mattifying Primer. I wanted to buy this because it worked really well on a sample, and I found that my foundations were all really dewy. And my skin was a little bit oily, so I needed something to sort of like balance out the dewiness of my foundations. So I bought this, and I enjoyed it while I had it, but then I used up all the dewy foundations, and now I have it, and I'm not quite sure how I'm gonna use it coming up in the next year, but it was expensive, so we're definitely gonna use it somehow. One of the next things I bought was a NYX glitter primer, and I justified that in my mind because I don't have a glitter primer, and I had some shimmers / glitters that didn't look quite as good as I wanted them to with my Milani eyeshadow primer, so I wanted to try this, and I am very happy with this purchase because it does do a different kind of job than the Milani does. So I'm happy with that. These are things that I did run out of, and so this is the LA Girl Brow Bestie eyebrow pencil, and this is the one that I am using right now. I do enjoy this because it's a bigger tip, and I just prefer to like fill in some blank spots. Mostly I have pretty good eyebrows, so I don't need to have something that's like hair-like strokes like this one, which is the Shady Slim brow pencil, and it is very thin. So once I finish up with the other one that's a little thicker, then I'll move on to this one. I got both of them because I knew that they were both different, and I wanted to try out them both so that I could see which one I liked the best. Okay, also at some point during the year, these are all at different times, I got 2 different eyeliners that are different colors in order to try, something besides black or brown, which is what I had before. I got this cream gel liner from ColourPop, which has this kind of maroon color, and I have enjoyed that with certain looks. I have this purple one from LA Girl, and it's the Perfect Precision eyeliner pencil, and the Deep Violet is the shade. I haven't used this one very often at all because it is a lot more purple, but it will go with certain things that I want to do for sure. And then this one is a recent purchase, the Persona eyeshadow or eye pencil, and this is Plum, and man, these are creamy. Oh my goodness, I love the Persona eyeliner pencils. I highly recommend those if you are in the need of an eyeliner pencil. Okay, I got this because I was really excited. It looks like a dupe for an ABH stick that's the same. This is from Ulta Beauty, and it's the dual-ended brow highlight. And it has, the 2 sides, one that's sort of just like a normal, and then one that's like a kind of illuminating thing. And I use this like Emily Noel does in my inner rim sometimes, to brighten it up. So I was pretty excited that I was able to get a dupe and that I hadn't really heard about. I just saw it in line at my Ulta. I also got this e.l.f. No Budge Shadow Stick, and this is the shade Cool Beans, and I got this inspired by Emily Noel just to kind of do a lazy liner type situation, which I have done today. And I got this one before I got all the other ones. I'm not very good at putting on eyeliner, so something that is easy and mostly foolproof is totally my jam, for sure. I'm going to pick up some things that were freebies throughout the year that I got in, like, with purchases. This ABH brow gel, got a little mini of that. This full-size e.l.f. Luminous Putty Blush, which I am wearing today. I have used this a few times. I sort of felt bad about getting it with the free gift, but because I was on a no-buy, but so I haven't really allowed myself to use it like I should, but that is not going to be the case anymore. So I'm enjoying that. Also, that cream blush, and I hope to get some really good use out of it in 24. Also, this was a really cool free gift. The Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. I think I finally discovered how to use this, and so I like it. It has a very interesting brush with the flat side here, and on the other opposite side is flat. This one has shorter bristles. This side has longer bristles. So what I do is I use the flat side to like deposit the product into my brow, and then I flip it over to the side with the bristles to brush it through. And then that seems to really be the trick. And I would be interested in buying one of these if they were ever on sale from like Ulta during their 21 Days of Beauty, for sure. Because I know brow gels are drugstore, you can get a good brow gel. So I do like that one a lot, but I don't know if I would pay full price. Maybe there was some kind of a good sale going on. This is also something that I got for free, and I'm not quite sure how to use this. So let me know if you use this and really exactly what I'm supposed to do. It's the NARS translucent crystal powder, and it is super white, very translucent. I have tried to use it under my eyes. That's where I've used it before, so I'm not sure. You let me know. I think I got 2 of these. I know I got one of these from Ulta, and it's the Matte Eye Primer in Nude. So as soon as I'm finished with my Milani, these will be my next 2 eyeshadow primers to use. Also got this Poreless Face Primer. I would be interested to see how it compares to the Smashbox, where they seem to both kind of have the same pore minimizing and maybe mattifying effect. So that would be very interesting. Also freebies this year, I got Urban Decay Perversion, a mini of that, and I like this mascara, so I was happy about that. And I also got a Grande Lash and lash enhancing serum, like mascara kind of thing. So I have used one of these up, so I've actually gotten 2 of them, and I like it pretty well. Another freebie, this is way cool too, was the e.l.f. Oh My Glow Cream Bronzer. And I'm pretty sure this is going to be like a full size. And this is something I have used a few times, and it's the shade Tiramisu. I've used it a few times, but it is dark, and I kind of like it because it has more of like a reddish tint to it, so that it does kind of look like a little bit of a sunburn, like natural sun coloring when I put it up there on my forehead. So probably closer to the spring and summer, I will get more use out of that because I'm having to be really careful with it right now. Okay, more freebies. Man, this was like freebie year, I'm telling you. this sunscreen from La Roche-Posay. I got this. It's the Anthelios Melt-In Milk Sunscreen. I like this a lot, and it goes really, really nicely with my Estee Lauder Double Wear, which is sort of a matte, flat kind of foundation. So the fact that this is very, very dewy gives me a really nice finish when I pair the two of those together. I would be interested in buying a full size of this. It is very runny, and it has a white cast, and so you have to be like really careful with it. Another thing that I do say is the white cast does not really go away very well. So one way that you could make that work for you, I kind of figured out, is if the foundation that you have is maybe too dark. This is going to leave a little bit of a white tint to your skin, so might kind of like balance those things out. Okay, we're just going to get the freebies out of the way. Freebie was It's Superhero Waterproof. I didn't even know they made this in waterproof. This is pretty cool, and I have used this a few times, and I do enjoy it. And it does come off very nicely with my cleansing balms. I don't have a problem with that at the end of the day. I'm also using this one right now, and it's the Maybelline Falsies Surreal Mascara. Enjoying that. It might be on its last leg because it's starting to flake towards the end of the day. So I'm not sure how long I'll have that. This one came from Grove Collaborative, and it's the RMS Beauty Straight Up Mascara. It's the tiniest thing. It's so cute. I can't wait to try this out very, very soon because I don't want it to dry out. That was super cute. Okay. Oh, one more freebie was the sponge, which is dirty, I'm sorry, from Real Techniques. And it's like a sponge where you don't get it wet, which I like because I don't remember to wet my brushes a lot, so I'm enjoying that pretty well. Okay, I like powder, okay, but I have a lot of loose powders, and I really wanted to try a pressed powder, so I got this Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless powder, and I'm liking that so much better than a loose powder. I'm very lazy in that way. Okay, e.l.f. I did get a lipstick, and I am interested in kind of branching out and exploring some more lipsticks. And so this was, you know, an effort in that. And I also got a lip liner. This is the LA Girl Ultimate Intense Auto Stay Lip Liner. It does a very good job of long lasting, staying a long time. Wears off really nicely. This is Enduring Mauve, this shade right here. It goes well with a lot of different colors. And the color that I got in this e.l.f. was Dirty Talk. These two things go really nicely together. I enjoy that. It's a great drugstore lip combo if you are interested in that. Concealers. I bought a lot of concealers this year because I ran out of concealers, and I decluttered a concealer palette to my daughter, just because it wasn't looking very good on my under eyes anymore. It's several years old, so I got the Catrice True Skin High Coverage Concealer. This is the shade Cool Cashmere 10, or Cashmere 10. Cool, that one. And I like this just fine, but I have a lot of things to combat with my under eyes, so very recently I went on a mission to find a good color corrector. And in that mission, I also got a couple of concealers. So the correctors that I got were, this is my favorite one by far because it's the right color. It is peachy enough to sort of combat the blue, purple of my under eyes right here in the, you know, the crevices and then the bags underneath. It's the e.l.f. color corrector. And I think it's peach. Yeah, it's just peach. I also got this one from Clinique. It's called Even Better All Over Primer and Corrector Base. I'm not sure if I like this one as a corrector. I feel like this is going to be more of a concealer shade for me. So I'm going to try it out like that in the coming weeks. I got this also from by Drew, which is Flower Beauty is what that brand is. And this is called Light Peach. But it seemed like it's peachier than something like the Becca and Smashbox Under Eye Corrector. So I'm hoping that that color is a little bit better for my under eyes than the other one. The concealers that I got, I don't know why I ordered this color, but I did. And I want to get a different one because I think I like this, but it's a really, this is the lightest shade from the Hourglass Vanish Airbrush Concealer. This is Birch. It's way too light. It's very brightening. So yeah, I'm gonna continue to use it, but it is not the right color. I love this one. The hype is real on this one. It's the Natasha Denona High Glam Concealer, and my shade is N2. Wow, love this so much. It's very, very good. And it works really well with my, over 40 under eyes. It doesn't make them look dry and cakey and heavy. So definitely check this out for sure. Sunscreen, I bought this one. This is the Good Molecules Sheer Mineral Sunscreen SPF 30. I'm enjoying this one a lot. It's similar to this one in that it has a white cast, but not as bad as this one. And it's very, very runny. So you have to be very careful when you are distributing it out. It will run everywhere, but it's good and I like it a lot for sure. Okay, are you ready for more? Here we go. I'm going to save blushes all together, and then I have these eyeshadow palettes together. I did buy just recently a new foundation from Believe Beauty, and this is the shade Nude. I bought this because this is the only one that I have now, and I wanted to have an option and not use my Estee Lauder every day. This is such a great foundation. If you haven't tried Believe Beauty from Dollar General, you totally should. And I will try to link to my video below where I kind of talk about the Believe Beauty skin line. They have skincare, and I really like it. These are my backups coming for mascara coming up from Essence. It's this little Lash Princess mascara set. So I have 4 full-size mascaras in here, and that will last me a really long time in 2024. Okay, now we're gonna do blush. During my birthday time, I bought these 2 blushes. I had to have them on my wish list for a long time. These are from Essence. They're the Pure Nude Baked Blushes, and I bought Goldie Cassis and Bold Heart. I haven't used Bold Heart a whole lot, and I've only used this one a few times, but I really do like it. They have a really lovely luminosity to them, and they are very pigmented. So great blushes. I'm glad that I bought those, and I'm looking forward to getting a lot of use out of them in 24. Okay, so I have 2 of these. This is the one that's not. Okay, so I got 2 more Persona blush sticks. This one is in the shade Bloom, and then I have Guava. So Bloom came out earlier this year, I believe, and it was like a collaboration with an influencer. So this was on my wish list since it came out, and I waited until November to get this, and I'm very proud of myself. That's that one. It's so beautiful. I have been using it, even though it might seem like it's more of a springtime color. It works really great right now. Loving it. And then Guava came out over the summer, and it is really orangey, and it's also working really nicely right now in the fall going into winter time. So happy that I got those. Love them so much. The other blush stick that I got was from Pat McGrath. And I am a little disappointed that it's a plastic packaging. Come on. You can do better than that, Pat McGrath. And this one is a blush stick, Floratique, something like that. This one is different in that it swatches very kind of patchy, like where these are very like opaque and pure in their color. This one is different, and it does remain a little sticky on your cheeks. It wears nicely throughout the day, so I am happy with this purchase, but also knowing that it's just a different kind of formula than the Persona blush sticks. Now for the eyeshadow palettes. These are the 2 eyeshadow palettes. Okay, in this stack of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 eyeshadow palettes. There are eyeshadow palettes that stole my heart, and 2 that I regret. We'll talk about the regrets, and then we'll talk about the stole my heart. I do regret buying both of these from Aether Beauty. I am not impressed with them at all. This one is okay. This is the citrine, which you can't get these anymore anyway. The citrine quad is okay. I did have this in my Project Level Up, so I did hit pan on that shade. But overall, these shimmers are, these 2 anyway, are just not very impactful. And this is the only matte, so this, you know, it is very basic, which there's nothing wrong with that. I'm gifting it to my daughter, and hopefully she'll enjoy that. This one, though, I don't know. I don't know if I should have known better or what. This is the Rose Quartz Crystal Palette. I can't get these mattes to show up on my eyes at all. And I don't know if that's like normal for Aether Beauty. I don't know if I'm used to things that are just so pigmented that you don't have to go back in 15 times to get it to show up on your eyes. But even the shimmers, I can dig my fingers in these shimmers, and it like barely shows up at all on, which here they're doing, but to put it on my eyes, it just doesn't translate. And I just don't have time for that. So I'm decluttering that one to my daughter too. She can play around with that whenever she feels like it. And other than that, that's fine. Now I got 2. These are the ones that I was very excited about. 2 from ABH and 2 from Huda. Excuse me. Rose Quartz I have wanted for a long time. And these 2 were half off around my birthday time. I got Naughty Nude and Rose Quartz half off around my birthday time. So I treated myself. And Rose Quartz, oh man, oh man. I love this so much. These mattes are so pigmented. They blend so wonderfully. And these shimmers, I mean, just a little dab will do you. And you get pow on your eyes. The multi-chromes, oh my gosh, I just can't stop staring at my eyeballs, my eyelids, whenever I wear this. It's just gorgeous. Love it. And the same thing goes for Naughty Nude. This is a color story that really fits my green eyes so well. The berries and the warm brown tones and the pinks just really flatter my eyes and, you know, my hair color. So I really feel like this is something that is an everyday kind of palette for me. I can make it simple, I can make it go boom, and this one is wonderful. Love it so much. The ABH Rose Metals palette is another one that I feel like goes great with my green eyes, but also fall. And I did so many fall shorts with this, inspired by the leaves that were falling and changing colors. And I tried to use this palette in so many different ways to reflect the beauty of nature, which my daughter kept saying, it's not sponsored by nature. Every time I would post a short with this, because it was just wonderful, and I love it so much. And I'm hoping that I can still be inspired by it even like in the springtime for sure. And the last thing that I have to share with you is my makeup love. This palette right here, ABH Cosmos, is so so incredibly inspiring for me. I have done deep and dark and smoky looks. I have done everyday, everyday looks. I've done an everyday glam look. I've done, I used this even on my daughter for Halloween. She was an astronaut, so we used this shade to kind of like sparkle some things. But the thing that I find the most inspiring with this is to lay down a dark color on my lid and then top it with one of these like multi-chrome kind of things. And you watch this, which already has so much depth and dimension just on my finger. You will watch it completely transform into something on another level on top of one of those dark shades. So out of all the things that I got this year, I will show you the things that I am like the most excited about. And this is in a video, and I'll try to link that below too. It would be this and this concealer and this color corrector. And I didn't put these in the video, but they were really close to getting to my top, my 2 blush sticks. So happy. So while I was really on a no buy, it turned into a low buy. And again, I'm very, very happy with everything that I bought except for these 2 things. And I feel like out of everything that I just showed you for the past 25 minutes, only 2 of those things I regret. I'd call that a win. What do you think? Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you loved the most this year, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.